Good morning. I apologize for the delay. Always some glitch. We never have exactly everything we want in the trading game. We won't feel right. We didn't eat well. Upset tummy. Internet's not giving us a normal news feed. A site's down. It is the way that it is. So we're going to get started today. The biggest news of the day will be Yellen. Her semi-annual testimony to Capitol Hill, February and August. And I doubt if she's going to change anything. The Fed hasn't floated any new trial balloons. It'll be moderate. Economic growth could be modest. We're still like the U.S. economy. We do think it's on a growth path for 3% plus sometime in the future. This extremely cold weather may hurt first quarter numbers, but it'll snap back in the second quarter. We heard that last year. The Fed will do nothing to upset the stock market. Interest rates will be raised when they should be raised. It'll be based on empirical data. It won't be on a date certain. She's concerned about the slowing globally. She will express concern about the loss of jobs in the oil patch. Now, what's interesting is that historically, when the economy was stable, when there weren't rigged markets, at least supported by central banks around the world, lower oil prices would help a normal economy. It would bring money to the consumer who would usually up their spending a little bit. Right now, those that have been able to do it have been paying down debt. So it may not have its normal effect is my point right there. Today's news, Case Shiller, plus 4.2. Flash PMI, 54.2. Consumer confidence, not competence, 99.1. And Richmond Fed at 6. The focus will be consumer confidence, which will hit the market just when Yellen turns on her mic. So we're going to have the prepared testimony by Yellen that will be passed out and read. Then the Q&A will happen. The first couple of minutes of that prepared testimony can bring market spikes. Then usually nothing happens and it goes to the Q&A. So I'd like to be a buyer. If you look inside the congestion area, we got a P. We were hoping to buy 25s last night. Said that depending on what the S&P did yesterday afternoon, it might take 29s to get in. So we've got a 23 to 27 buy and a 17 to 21 for buy 2. On the sell side, we are at resistance. It is 31 to 03. And then 7 to 11. My bias is the upside because of the 2-year auction today. Should be pretty good support in the 20 to 24 area. Okay, looking at the 30-year. The non spread narrowed last night, came in. It's at 17, made it real easy to figure this morning. And so we're getting half-point swings in that non spread, like in the day session. Okay, 7 to 11, sell 1. If we make new highs, let them get stops up above that 15 to 19, sell 2. They can take a market straight up and move the paper. Last rotate down stopped at 27, bottom of values at 25. Overnight sessions low is at 23. I'm going to put it 25 to 21 because we haven't had a hard time. It's been pretty easy to get to our number 2 spots. I have, at the end of every day, I always say, gee, why don't I buy number 2 and sell number 2, number 1s and forget about the one in the middle. And we'll talk about that at 10. The number 1 levels are continuation. If the number 1 support or resistance level holds, is for when the market is moving. It's continuation. Most of the time the market is a little higher, a little lower, and that's why the S2 numbers are so important. But the normal state of the market is sideways, a little higher, a little lower. Okay, Europe is another factor today. The Greece European Union talks go on today. That's another thing that could freeze the markets. Greece was supposed to turn in, meet the deadline last night. They moved it to today. They couldn't do it. It'll be interesting to see what it is. If it's an in-your-face response, no more austerity, gold and financials rally. If it's pretty much as Germany said, the status quo will be there. Stock markets should rally. So got a 4 to 6 sell, 9 to 11. Really going to look for a trading range. Yellen can impact this market, 95 plus or minus, and then 90 plus or minus for buy 2. But the real focus will be what comes out of the EU and Greece. And because Germany controls the checkbook, the European Central Bank and the EU control the checkbook, like it or not, Greece will comply to their demands. I think the most telling comment yesterday was out of the party that won the elections on the basis of no more austerity was, what does 4 months worth of negotiation time to work this out by us? And spoken like a true hardliner. 50. So 75 to 50, sell 1. London's high the other night was at 75. We'll make 50 to 75, sell 2. On the buy side, we're going to make 48, 75, 49, buy 1. And then 48, 20 to 25, buy 2. I don't think that we can get a big market in energy, but those can be famous last words. Subject to the whims of exchange members. And they will move it usually $1.50 every day. We'll give it a little extra room. The euro looked good against 113 once again. Obviously, can sell it against 114. We'd love to do that too. Last night we had basically 50 as resistance, so we had a 50-60 sell. The high is 46, so we're going to make the sell 45 to 55. Let them get stops above the overnight session high, and then 70 to 80, leaning against 75. On the buy side, I still like 113 and then 1275. It's pretty much where it was yesterday. I don't know when Greece is going to submit their plan for EU scrutiny, at what time it'll come in, but the market will be subject to news spikes based on what's in that proposal. Okay, Yellen speaks today on the stock market. She will not say anything to jeopardize the rally in the stock market. We have no range in the overnight session market, like 3 handles, so we've got volume on here, maybe a little run down to 2100, 2102 for buy 1. All subject to whatever comes out of Janet's mouth. But I doubt seriously if she's going to nail the stock market. So failure to take out 2110 and then 14 to 16 for a new high. Today's news focus, Case-Shiller 4.2. Flash PMI 54.2. That could give a reaction due to the lack of the rest of the news. Consumer confidence will be out the second Yellen picks up the mic. That would normally be the news focus, and Richmond Fed at 6. Well, that would be the number one news focus, perhaps, Flash PMI. But the big focus today is Yellen and what she says. And if you know what she's going to say, and I doubt seriously if she'll do anything to jeopardize the stock market. It's the only bright spot in the economy. I mean, I'm going to put some articles up again today from fundamentalists, people that look at the underlying economics, and none of them will be supportive in a historical sense for the stock market, but that doesn't matter anymore because of central bank intervention. Be back with you as soon as possible. It's going to take longer this morning to get everything done as I get caught up later.